What's the NFL theme? Da-da-dun dun. Da-da-dun dun dun. Oh no, wait, that's not. That's Rocky. Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, Game Day Nacho Edition. We all know that game day is all about finger foods, and a favorite game day tradition in our house and lots of houses is nachos. But today's recipe isn't just any nacho. This is a copycat recipe of Beach Hut Deli's Marley nachos. It has queso, tomatoes, red onions, Greek peppers, cream cheese, avocado, and bacon bits. Sounds easy enough, right? But oh my goodness, this will blow your minds. That's why it's the Marley Hangover Nachos. It is so good. So today I'm gonna show you how to prepare these for your game day celebration. Also, I'm gonna show you how to make your own queso in case you don't wanna use the store-bought kind, in case you want to do it yourself. So without further ado, let's get to this game day nacho recipe. Let's go. All right, I hope you are excited about this recipe as I am, because when I first tasted these nachos, I was like, this has got to be shared with the world. You guys in everywhere else in the world besides California, Nevada, Oregon, and Texas, you need to know about these nachos because they are that good. Okay, so let's start on this queso first. So let's go ahead and get our burner going. And I'm gonna add to our stock pot 1/2 tablespoon of butter. I have my 225 grams of shredded cheese. I'm using a Colby Jack. The original recipe asked for just a cheddar, but we really like Colby Jack, so I'm just gonna use Colby Jack. And to this, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And I'm just gonna put it right in. I'm gonna watch that butter melt. And we're just gonna kind of toss to coat. Perfect. Good enough. Look at that, touchdown. All right, if you are watching the big game this weekend, I want you to tell me who you're rooting for. Okay, so into this pot, we are going to add 1/4 cup of onions. And we are just gonna cook it for about 2 minutes. We just want it kind of a little bit soft. All right, we are also going to add 1 clove of garlic, and we're just gonna saute that for about a minute longer. All right, next we're gonna add 1 whole can of rotel tomatoes. Now here is, don't drain it either. Here is where you get to decide if you want it to be spicy or mild. So they have spicy rotel and they have mild rotel. So you be sure to grab whichever one that you think that you want in your queso. So we're just gonna let that cook down just a little bit. And this is only gonna take about 2 minutes. Smells so good. Oh, smells so good. I should mention that you could totally quadruple this recipe for the size of your gathering. It doesn't need to be just a single serving, but since it's only me and my husband, and maybe my friend and her husband will stop by for some Marley nachos. That's why I have the crock pot out, because I want you to know that you can put this cheese in the crock pot and keep it warm and serve it all day long, and it will keep. It's beautiful. Our 2 minutes is up. We're gonna add our evaporated milk, whole can of evaporated milk, and all of our cheese. All right, and we're gonna give that a good stir. And once everything is stirred in, we are gonna go ahead and add our spices. We're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. And you can adjust these seasonings to your own family's liking. I also know people who use taco seasoning or even throw in some extra cayenne if their rotel isn't quite as spicy as they want it. It's really up to you. All right, and we are gonna continue to stir this until the cheese becomes silky and smooth and delicious looking. It's looking pretty good. All right, as you can see, it is starting to thicken up beautifully. Now it's time for us to taste and see if we need some salt. Let's go ahead and turn it down a little. All right, and we'll taste for salt. Depending on what kind of cheese you used, that's why we don't want to say add salt, because you may not need salt. Ooh, yeah, baby. That tastes amazing, but it needs some salt. So I'm gonna start with 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna give it a good stir. And then, because my friend may be coming for nachos, I'm gonna get another spoon. I'll grab a couple spoons. I'll put the dirty spoons over there. Ooh. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so now you get to decide if you like the thickness of your cheese. If you want it to be a little more runny, I actually have about 2 tablespoons of extra milk here. So as I look at it, I think to myself, do I like the consistency of how it's falling off of my spatula here? If I don't like it, if I think it's too thick, I can add some milk in here, but I actually like the way that it is right now. I think the consistency is pretty darn near perfect. So at this point, we are ready to assemble our nachos. Oh, just kidding. First, we need to sprinkle in our cilantro. Okay, so let's go ahead and sprinkle in some cilantro. And cilantro, some people like it, some people don't. We like cilantro, so I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it in. You definitely don't have to use cilantro in your dip, but my recipe calls for about 1/4 cup, so you know, you can do it or you can leave it out. It's up to you. All right, oh man. Now it looks like my dip, y'all. It looks like it. Okay, let's get a plate and I'm gonna show you how these nachos come together. All right, so of course you have some restaurant style chips. Another really cool thing about this recipe is that you can make everything ahead of time and then bring it to your party or bring it out like an hour before the game is about to start. Put it all in your crock pot, well, the sauce in your crock pot, and then take all of the other ingredients out and have them sitting out at room temperature, and then people can eat as they wish. So what I have here is all of my ingredients in little bowls ready to go. So here I have my bacon, my cream cheese, my red onion, my tomato, and I did not put my pepperoncinis in another little bowl, mainly because they already have their own locking lid, and that would have been wasteful. Plus, I was ready to eat. I didn't pre-cut the avocado either, and that's because avocado gets brown. However, squeeze a little lime on it, put it in a bowl, it will be fine for serving day. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up that avocado right now. And I'm just gonna cut it into like little chunks. Whoops. The avocado is so excited to be on the plate. It's jumping. It's jumping the gun, man. Jumping the gun. And then we are going to sprinkle the chips with a little bit of queso. I say don't put a ton on yet because you will want to put some more on, but make sure that you get, you know, a good amount here and there. All right, so once we kind of touched all the surfaces with our cheese, now we're gonna put on the cream cheese. So here we have some cream cheese, and what I do is I kind of just put a little bit, that's too much in that spot, a little bit here and there, because you really, cream cheese is rich, but you just want some kind of in every other bite because it helps to cut that spicy of the rotel and the green chilies. So probably, you know, I don't know, that much. Go with your gut. Go with what you feel. This is your nachos. No one's gonna judge you for it, actually. You may get judged for it, but they're nachos. It's game day. Everybody's gonna be busy watching the game, not your plate. Although they may be jealous of your plate if you do it aesthetically. I don't know. All right, there you go. Tomatoes are on. Now time for the red onions. Perfect. All right, let's go for the pepperoncinis now. Now, this is where it gets a little weird because people are like, what? Why would you put pepperoncinis on your nachos? Well, after having Marley nachos, I'm like, why would you not? These are so good. I put extra on mine. My husband doesn't like them so much, but if you like pepperoncinis, having them on nachos is phenomenal. So, and it makes you feel better because it's a vegetable. So you're like, hey, it's healthy, right? It's totally healthy. Plus, it's just pretty. It's just pretty. All right, now time for our avocado. Look at that. Look at that. My stomach is totally growling right now. All right, and now our real bacon. Don't go for that fake stuff, y'all. Life is too short for fake bacon. I want that on a t-shirt. All right, sprinkle on your bacon or throw it on, whichever. Get your bacon up there. Don't be shy. And then we're gonna take some more of the cheese sauce and just dab it because aesthetically, we want it to just look so eye-appealing that we are like, hot dog, what in the world is that? And then you just make sure that everything looks as it should. And you say, dang girl, that is a good plate of nachos. You ready for the close-up, man? I'm ready for you to see this amazing nacho experience. You ready for this? I am ready for you to see it. Da-na-na-da. Yeah, I don't know the song. Look at that. What is that? And now, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, and children and small pets alike, I'm going to show you just how incredibly amazing this plate of nachos is. I'm going to attempt to not make you jealous as I eat them, because this is everything and the touchdown too. Oh, I might need to be alone. Dang, these are delicious. The saltiness of the bacon, the tanginess of the pepperoncinis, the heartiness of the avocado, the savoriness of the cream cheese, the spiciness of the queso, the freshness of the tomato, everything, and then the crisp of the red onion. Oh my goodness. These are seriously some of the best nachos that you will ever eat. Okay, that's it, man. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna get ready to accept my friends into my house for them to be able to make their own batch of nachos. If you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week. And on Thursday, if you are looking for an air fry wing video for this weekend's big event, you just might want to stay tuned because one's coming. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next video. Bye. I'm taking these with me and I'm gonna eat these before I call her. And then maybe I'll eat a second plate because she'll never know. Although she'll see this video. Yes, I'm a fatty, okay? I'm a fatty.